Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! Hi everyone. Apparently there's a crow outside of my studio window. I'm not really sure if he's a vampire or not, but you can never be too prepared. And thankfully enough, this week when I got groceries, I picked up a lot of garlic. So if he is a vampire just kind of stalking me outside my window, please don't mind the kind. Give me a second. Hey Google, what's the temperature for tonight?
In St. John's tonight, expect a high of 26 and a low of 18.
A high of 26? I didn't know we were experiencing a heat wave. I just thought we were in the middle of a serious evacuation order because of forest fires. I haven't evacuated yet, and one can never be too prepared for a zombie apocalypse and have all the necessary supplies like food, water, medical supplies. I've got it all. And I haven't even been to the dollar store today because I live my life like any moment we could experience a zombie apocalypse and have to jump out of airplanes like Tom Cruise. Kick your ass up, B! And fall to our death kind of thing. I always wanted to do that. So if you girls could hit the subscribe button and make all of my dreams become a reality, I would love you for forever. Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland is on the way in summer 2026. That is what the release window is suggesting. Should one believe the release window of summer 2026? Most certainly. If that's what you hold close to your heart, then you should keep it in your heart for forever, because we will see a release of this by summer 2026. The Kingdom Cup Games is what this one is going to revolve around. I myself have always wanted to train to partake in the Kingdom Cup Games, like running over bars and hitting people with barrels and swinging swords in sword fighting competitions. Yeah, come to think of it, I would love to take on those titans from Hercules, like Superus and that fire thing. And stuff that almost killed Hercules, because I am strong, I am fearless, and I lift weights a lot of the time, so I think I could be cool at that kind of thing. And if not, I would love to be the announcer for the Kingdom Cup Games and do this kind of thing for you guys. Welcome to the Kingdom Cup Games. Now introducing the participants. You know, I always had a voice for this kind of thing. I always did voiceover work in radio years ago. So I would love to either partake in the Kingdom Cup Games or be the voiceover guy for the Kingdom Cup Games and do the introductions. Kind of like Michael Buffer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Kind of thing. Let me do this with the echo. I haven't done this in forever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! You know, I was famous for that kind of stuff years ago. Eat your heart up, Michael Buffer. Hey Google, how old is Michael Buffer?
80 years old.
80? I'm only like almost 40. I've been doing this for 4 decades. I didn't know Michael was 80 years old. Last time I saw him was when he was working with WCW, and they went under fire in 2001, went out of business. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for clicking on my video. I hope you are smiling. I hope that you are laughing. This is what these videos are created for, because I think that a lot of people review Descendants of Zombies with such a negative vibe, and I just kind of wanted to take that away from you guys. We are experiencing a heat wave, though. We've been experiencing a heat wave for over, I think, 4 days. So the next bit of rain that is going to move in will be on Friday. So hopefully that will help the forest fires. I said here earlier that there could have been an evacuation, but that was for another area of the city. So I haven't had to evacuate, so I could keep the show going for you. I want to let you guys know that no matter what is happening or going on in my life, whatever transpires, I will always be here to create videos for you about Descendants of Zombies. Even if I have to shoot a video of myself jumping out of an airplane to save you all from a zombie apocalypse and go all, kick your ass up, B! And do the whole Tom Cruise kind of thing, I will shoot a video for you jumping out of an airplane. Hey, if Mr. Beast can do it with 460 million.1 subscribers, I can for sure do it and get away with 460 million.2 subscribers and surpass Mr. Beast and become the greatest of all time. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you really think you can get as many subscribers as Mr. Beast? All you're doing is uploading videos about Descendants of Zombies. I know, but there are so many Descendants of Zombies fans who have yet subscribed to this YouTube channel. And if they subscribe, then I will become the greatest of all time, which has been my greatest honor and my greatest accolade. You know, I've always been afraid of just fading off into obscurity and being forgotten about, but I know now more than ever before. Because of you girls, I will go into history for being one of the greatest of all time. It has been so much fun for me to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and talk about Descendants of Zombies in a way that it's been meant to be talked about for what feels like forever. And I'm here to tell you that if you've never believed in forever existing and one can find their true love, he or she can find their true love, you really can. All you got to do is just hold on to that belief. You don't necessarily have to buy into what other people are telling you. I'm sure you have a lot of jocks that you go to school with, that you go to high school with, that you're in elementary school with. I think they're so cool. By the way, they shut their lockers and go try out for the hockey team and the volleyball team. You know, that's not necessarily how life works. How life works is you have a few really good friends, and if you have a few really good friends who you are girlfriends with and you're all girly with, then that is something to be very grateful for and something to really honor. You know, I had a friend years ago, and he thought he was the biggest jock ever. He thought he was God's gift to women. So what he would do is he would try out for all these sports teams, and every year he would make so many sports teams. Until one year, he tried out for all the sports teams in high school by the time he made it to grade 10. And he never made it to one sports team. And he nearly lost his mind. And all I did was laugh immensely at him because he thought of himself so highly. You know, I think that girls are the most magnificent thing in the world. They treat people with so much respect, even though it doesn't seem like they do or feel like they do. They treat everybody with so much respect. They are so smart. And they never quit on who and what they believe in. Many times over my lifetime, I've had some very beautiful girls enter my life and had to leave my life because we just didn't see eye to eye. But I've also had so many beautiful girls enter my life, and I wish I could have spent my entire life with them. Unfortunately, I was unable to keep anyone that I was ever with. But I've had so many beautiful people in this lifetime who just wanted to make me happy and just wanted to help me make sense of life. Kind of like how all of you just showed up here on this YouTube channel and loved me for talking about Descendants and Zombies, which I have never forgotten you about. I want you guys to know that long after my legacy has been written, and I have made my name etched in the annals of time for forever, which will only happen because of each and every one of you. This certainly didn't happen because I just decided one day I was going to upload a bunch of YouTube videos and everybody was going to love my commentaries on Descendants and Zombies. I just want you to know that if I live to see 100 years old, which I doubt I'm going to unless I find the Fountain of Youth and do the whole hi-ho thing, it's after work I go kind of thing, which seems to be really quite fun, actually. I would have loved to have been one of the 7 dwarves, because they didn't really give a shit what anyone thought of them. But, unless I find the Fountain of Youth and do live to be 100 years old, however long I have left as a commentator, I want each and every one of you to know that I love you so much, because when you didn't have to hit my subscribe button, you really did. And you were emailing me trying to convince me that Victor and Nova's characters in Zombie Sword Down and the Vampires were really going to light up the screen in ways that we had never seen it done before for the Zombies franchise. And I really believe you guys. I think that Freya Sky is just so special. She is so unique, and she's so very different from anyone that I've ever had the opportunity to talk about and profile on this show. You know, years ago for me, who made me famous, undoubtedly, unquestionably, was Lindsay Lohan. Jessica Simpson was another one who I had a huge crush on. Christina Aguilera, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Emily Osment, Miley Cyrus. But nobody has ever made me this famous. The Descendants and Zombies universe I say this because the Descendants and Zombies universe are incredibly supportive. Now, fame has always had this consistent habit of haunting me and following me everywhere I went in my lifetime. I either achieved fame on the radio or I achieved fame on YouTube for reviewing movies, reviewing TV shows. Fame always had this thing about following me everywhere I went. Fame and escaping death within inches of my life. And I say this because I've always been at movie theaters, and I always get these emergency alerts from the government, and I have no idea why. Like, I was watching Freakier Friday just yesterday, and an emergency alert comes up on my phone saying, mandatory evacuation. And, of course, everybody's watching Freaky Friday, and I just shouted out, mandatory evacuation? And, well, I almost got kicked out of the movie, but that's besides the point. Yeah, you can never be too prepared for when a zombie apocalypse happens. You know, if I was to assemble a zombie apocalyptic fighting team, who would I have on my team? Probably Meg Donnelly, because she's crazy. Stitch, because he doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks of him. And probably Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, man, because I was always a big fan of Dwayne Johnson. I remember years ago when I went to see Dwayne Johnson's movie, The Scorpion King. And everybody was reviewing it so bad, and I gave it great reviews. So because me and Dwayne Johnson have always been it, I would like to believe that he would be on my zombie apocalyptic fighting team, and because I played the game Rockpocalypse on my phone for forever, where The Rock was fighting off thousands of zombies. And of course, I prepared myself by playing every horror survival game that you can think of. Days Gone, Resident Evil, The Last of Us, Dead by Daylight, Dying Light, whatever you could play on PlayStation 5, man, I played it, so I'm ready to go. And if everything is going to really blow up and explode, we're all going to die. If that chemical plant just out the road from me is going to explode, then there is no better niche that I would love to die with than the Descendants of Zombies niche, man. Because I know, I read all the theories online, and I see all the videos on YouTube. I'm following this one girl, and she believes that she's just like really religious kind of thing, and she's like saying the end of the world is going to happen by the end of 2025. And then on the other side of the spectrum, I'm reading about how apparently there's an alien mothership on the way to Earth to kill us all. Alien mothership, if you're on the way to Earth to kill us all, man, you're never going to take me alive, because I have so many beautiful people subscribed to this YouTube channel. And here's the thing, alien mothership, you don't know where I'm coming from. You know, you could be watching me right now on special transmission on your way to Earth to kill us all with some blast. But, you know, I don't really care what my friend from New York says. You know, one blast from the alien mothership once it touches down and we are all doomed. Because there's no better nation in the world I would rather die with than each and every one of you. So apparently we've only got a couple of months to live. So in the couple of months that we have left to live, I've watched Lindsay Lohan's latest movie. I have reviewed Descendants of Zombies. I believe there is a chance zombies and humans could coexist in one world. One can find their true love by falling in love with a zombie, taking a zombie to their prom. So I've pretty much accomplished all my goals in life. And you girls have made it sure that I will go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time. Just as sure as Freya Sky will go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time for that performance of Gold Is Gone that I saw at the Worlds Collide Tour. I was blown away by that performance. I know a lot of people weren't necessarily struck on Freya Sky's performance and her vocal skills, but she is beautiful. She has a beautiful voice. I've always loved girls from England. I've always had the honor of profiling a lot of girls from England, working with a lot of girls from England, and doing radio programs. It's such an unbelievable honor to be able to profile girls from England. So when I heard about Freya Sky making waves at the Disney company and being a part of Zombies, coming in to have the torch passed to her, I was ecstatic over that. I think that if there is a girl watching this from the United Kingdom, I want every girl who's ever subscribed to this show. I know I have a lot of people who are subscribed from the United Kingdom subscribed to this show, so I just want to say this. You guys give the world so much light for just how happy you are and how uplifting you are sometimes. Now, I'm not talking Coronation Street kind of thing where we're all, I hate you, get out of my life, and then they're breaking glass and kind of thing. Most British girls are, I mean, you haven't lived until you play the Nightmare on Street, the Coronation Street board game with a bunch of girls, and they're all psychotic, and I've actually done that. But I'm not talking about all Coronation Street, get out of my life kind of thing. I'm talking about girls in the UK that are just so uplifting. And Freya Sky was somebody who was just very uplifting and so emotionally connected to that performance. And when I saw her cry during the performance of Gold Is Gone, I'm not going to lie to each and every one of you, it really touched my heart. And it made me want to jump out of an airplane backwards to save you from a bunch of zombies and save her from a bunch of zombies more than I ever have in my life. I just want to put it out there that if Zombies 5 is looking for a serious ass-kicking machine who loves kicking the shit out of a bunch of vampires, I'm your guy. Because if I get the opportunity to do this for the first time since the 90s, when I had a lot of friends who were extra vampires on that show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you may have seen or heard of it, I'm all in. I will just show up in the dark, come out of the smoke. I will just show up at Seabrook, and that's when shit's really going to hit the fan, and it'll be the funniest Zombies movie ever. So I just want to put it out there, with all you guys going out to these Zombies and Descendants conventions, you want to show the stars these videos on your phone, because I know a lot of your parents probably got really good jobs, and you can show them these videos and say, hey Meg, hey Kylie, this guy Jonathan, he's really ready to go. He loves you so much. I do love them so much. I really feel as if the negative vibe that these reviewers on YouTube have shown them is completely unnecessary. When people like Kylie Cantrell can't shut her eyes before crying every night, there is something very wrong with that. But you girls give this life a whole new meaning and such light, because you really bring the light back into my life. You've done it so many times, because I thought my career was over, but you girls really brought me back from out of nowhere. I had done over 4,000 YouTube videos years ago. There are a lot of YouTube videos in my archive link on my YouTube channel that you're watching right now. But at one point in my life, I had done 4,000 videos. And in 2009, I had received over 500 phone calls from celebrities and professional wrestlers. So I had the opportunity, I was very fortunate in my career to meet a lot of people. Lindsay Lohan, Ashley Tisdale, Miley Cyrus, work with the best of them and bring the best out of everybody I ever had the opportunity to work with. But there was just something about this franchise that really blew my mind and never ceases to blow my mind. The girls who are part of the cast of both Descendants and Zombies are mind-blowing and just absolutely gorgeous. I think there are times, honestly, from the very first time I watched Descendants years ago, there were times when my heart felt as if it was skipping beats. And I love the songs from the original Descendants movies. I love the new songs like Life is Sweeter When You Are, Get Your Hands Dirty. It's such a really nice message and a really nice melody to each and every one of those songs. No matter if you're talking about Ruby Rose Turner singing the song Life is Sweeter When You Are, I don't know how they can perform that song without Ruby's voice being lended to it. Or songs like Get Your Hands Dirty performed by Mila Baker. They have such a unique way of really bringing stuff to life, kind of like how I love to bring these YouTube videos to life for each and every one of you, because when you girls never quit on me, you really showed me the value of how much these videos can really touch somebody's heart, how they can reach out and touch somebody's heart. And over 30 years of doing this is something that it'll be, I think, 27 years this year. I've had the honor of meeting so many incredible people, but never as incredible as this. So if you're somebody who has not subscribed to this YouTube channel and would like to let me know that you're out there, please hit my subscribe button. I would really like to know who you are. And to be honest with each and every one of you, my heart melts when I create these videos, because this is a niche that has been incredibly supportive of me and taken my opinion for what it's worth. It's really adorable when some girl leaves her thoughts in the comments about, do I think that Red and Chloe will hit it off in the movie? Do I think that Kylie Control will finally find a love interest by the time we get to Descendants 5? Let me just say this. For every single comment that's ever been left on my channel, I think that any dream is possible and anything can happen with Descendants and Zombies. Not just in Descendants and Zombies, but in life for each and every one of you. If you want to join the cheerleading squad, then I say go for it. If you want to take a chance at joining the football team, then go for it. If you want to take a chance at becoming a pro wrestler, go for it. If you want to join the gym and lift weights, go for it. The thing is, years ago, girls were never given enough, authority to make their own decisions or to really stand out. And now, girls have this ability to feel empowered. And that's all I've ever wanted, is for a girl to feel empowered and to know that any dream that she has is possible. So if you feel empowered from these videos, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. Maybe you just got home from, I don't know, volleyball tryouts. Maybe you just got home from the gym and you're feeling empowered. Hit the subscribe button and let somebody out there know that you are feeling empowered, so that they can feel empowered too, and they can join us on what is really an incredible journey. Because I can tell you with 100% certainty, this has been the most fun that I've had in my entire life. Do I think that everybody deserves to see happily ever after in their lifetime? Sure I do. Do I think that everybody deserves to have a chance at true love? Sure I do. I've had so many people support me over the years, and I don't know what I did to ever deserve your support or your love, but it means so much to me. I will be back later on tonight with one more video for you girls before I sign off for the evening. But before I go, I want to let you know that every dream that you have is out there for you. And even if you haven't found your dream, just know it exists. It may not seem as if it exists out there for you, but it's really in disguise. And some beautiful people will come into your life when you least expect it, and they're going to be people that you're going to want to hold on to for forever. You really are. And some of my greatest friends and greatest treasures have come because of each and every one of you, happened because of each and every one of you. This YouTube channel, it really happened because of each and every one of you, because you believed in me when nobody else did. You know, I was talking about a lot of stuff on YouTube that never made sense to a whole lot of people. I was talking about a whole lot of niches that I believed I had fallen into, but each and every one of you were just so incredibly supportive of me, and always have been, and forever and always will be. And I know now for sure that I will go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time. I never believed that years ago, but I do know now that will happen for me because of you. If I never talked about Descendants and Zombies for as long as I have been, or created so many videos about Descendants and Zombies, it may have never happened for me, perhaps, but I know now that it will happen for me because you're just incredibly supportive and you never quit on who and what you believe in. I really do love being here with each and every one of you. You know, when I couldn't create videos for you about a year and a half ago, I was really depressed. Because you girls you really gave me light. You really gave me light in this lifetime, and it was so much fun creating videos for you, offering my opinion on Descendants and Zombies and where I thought we were headed. I'm really hoping, for those of you who are new here, that Descendants and Zombies lasts for forever. And I have recorded videos for you guys in some of the most outrageous conditions. Just the other night, the most severe thunderstorm in the history of this island, a severe heat wave during a forest fire where half the city has now been evacuated, reportedly. That's why you hear all the fire trucks and the sirens and stuff. And apparently that crow that was hanging outside my window there, who I thought was a vampire, has disappeared, mysteriously vanished. You can never be too sure that your friend or your girlfriend may or not be a vampire, so you always want to have like steaks and garlic on hand, because you never know when you're going to have to jump into action and protect the ones that you love, protect yourself and the ones you love. I've seen that, and I've had that happen to me more times than enough. You know, I was dating a girl, then I found out her ex-boyfriend was crazy because he was a vampire, and then he wanted to kill me. So, you know, I've had a lot of stuff happen to me over the years, so I just want to let you girls know that you can never be too prepared that your boyfriend or maybe your best friend could be a vampire. So you always want to be at the gym lifting weights and preparing yourself for the inevitable, which, if we were to follow the reports online now, it would be the end of time. Because apparently there are a lot of religious sightings, and then when they're not religious sightings, there's apparently an alien mothership on the way to Earth to kill us all. There are mandatory evacuations happening all the time. I feel like I'm living on Arkham Island from, like, Batman. I'm expecting to go to, like, the dollar store tomorrow and see Batman parking the Batmobile outside the dollar store or the mall or something, and get out, and then I'm going to have to run over and get Batman's autograph. Because I don't know what's going to happen from one moment to the next. I'm going to be like going to a movie like tomorrow, a movie premiere, and then all of a sudden I'm going to get in my car and I'm be like, holy shit, it's Batman, and go over and get his autograph because of all the crazy shit happening. So if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, man, you better subscribe to this YouTube channel because you're really going to like it here. On this YouTube channel, I have so much fun creating these videos for you and really bringing it to life. And yes, I do believe that superheroes are real. When I found out that Stan Lee had passed away a number of years ago, I believe that was in 2018. Hey Google, when did Stan Lee die?
Stan Lee died on November 12th, 2018.
Okay, November 12th, 2018. I do remember that. He was 95. Let me just confirm that. Hey Google, how old was Stan Lee?
Stan Lee was 95 years old when he died in 2018.
Okay, so I always believed that superheroes were real, and ever more so now since Stan Lee passed away. He was my hero. I have never ever wanted to take away a child's belief that superheroes were real, happily ever after existed, and one could find their true love. So if you're like me and want to believe in that more than you ever have, I think you're going to want to subscribe to this YouTube channel because I really do have a whole lot of fun creating these videos for you. I am really dehydrated because of this heat wave. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you have a fan right next to you. We see it in your videos every single time you upload. Why don't you just turn it on? Why didn't I think of that? Hit the subscribe button. I got to go get a frozen lemonade before I disintegrate. Don't say I don't do anything for you, girls. Honestly, I would die for you. Just like that song. I would die for you, babe. Hit the subscribe button. And let's see how many people will subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I really do have a whole lot of fun creating these videos for you girls. Because of you girls, I am famous on YouTube. I'm more famous than any of my other friends on YouTube, and I can really hardly believe, I can't believe that I have more subscribers than any of my friends on YouTube. You know, my success will definitely be credited to each and every one of you, and your help making me believe that dreams really do come true. I never ever thought I would be sitting here today in this game chair with over 3,000 girls having subscribed to my YouTube channel. But again, this didn't happen because I just decided to upload Descendants and Zombies videos one day when I woke up. It wasn't like, I think I'll upload a Descendants and Zombies video. And then it just blew up. I just thought I'd give it a shot because a lot of people weren't reviewing it the way that it was meant to be reviewed, and I was so proud to know that people like Kyle Control and Freya Sky were out there. So I just wanted to give them what they deserved, and that was great reviews, so they wouldn't be so discouraged from, you know, Googling themselves all the time. And I think we made that happen. I think we're really inspiring people that dreams really can happen for somebody out there when they don't even believe, because dreams really do come true. So I will be back later on tonight just after the sun sets. And I'm inviting you to join me for one final episode of this podcast before I sign off tonight. I love you guys so much. Keep kindness in your heart because kindness really does go a long way in this world. Having said that, bye YouTube. We will talk again in just a few hours from now. I got to get a frozen lemonade before I dehydrate and decompose and zombies coming through my window and kill me. Stay calm and zombie on. Get them before they get you. I will talk to you guys in just a few hours from now. Be kind to one another.